Hello, everybody, and welcome to Improv College's house team. This is their first inaugural show, and so let us begin by introducing our wonderful host, me. I'm Vinny Francois. I'm going to be hosting this evening's events. I'm super happy and thrilled and delighted to be here with everyone. This is Evening Wear's very first show, Improv Colleges, one of our four house teams, and I'm super excited to have them perform for all of you tonight. Um, basically, they're going to do a format called Weinsberg, where we see a bunch of scenes in a small town. And to inspire our players, what I'm going to ask for you from our viewers, and thank you for being here tonight, is to post in the chat a location that you might find in a small town. So something like a town park or maybe a small library. Any of those kind of things that you might find in the small town that people might hang out at. I would love for you to share with us in the chat. As you're typing those or thinking those up and sharing with us your ideas, let's meet the cast of Evening Wear, shall we? So let's say hello to Melissa out on the west coast of Canada. Or, sorry, in Ontario. Melissa, come on out. Yay! Hi, Melissa. Let's say hello to Brett. She's on the west coast of Canada. There we are. Hi, Brett. Let's say hi to Deb, also out on the west coast of Canada. Hi, Deb. Let's say hello to Marilyn, right here, Quebec, Canada. Hello. Let's say hi to Iran, who's joining us from San Francisco, California, with the jazz hands. Let's say hi to Thomas, who's in Chicago. Ta-da! Oh, that's the 90s sitcom. Hello, I love it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Let's take a look in the chat and see what our wonderful viewers have given us as inspiration. Let's see. We've got a lot of people in here. Let's see. We've got a garden store, a sunflower hut, a barber shop, a bowling alley. Oh, an ice cream shop. These are great. So yeah, garden store, sunflower hut, pharmacy, barbershop, bowling alley. Oh, a soon-to-be closed bookstore. That is very specific, and an ice cream shop. I'll put all these written down for our players to see. And without any further ado, I present Evening Wear.
Hey, Frank. Oh, you're always so quiet. Okay. What were you saying?
It's old habits die hard. You know, we're still in a bookstore, even if it is almost closed.
I know. I'm real sorry to hear about your business.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, although you are instrumental in shutting it down. I know you filed a complaint to the city and you reported our profit margins were dipping. You involved the mortgage company that owns it was a lot that you did to destroy my business. So thank you very much for all of that.
I thought it was going to be anonymous. Oh, this is so awkward.
You can't keep anything anonymous from a bookstore owner. I used the Dewey Decimal System. I traced every step and I figured out exactly which identification was yours.
Yeah, I didn't plan ahead. Like, we've been living here for generations in this town, and our kids are married, and this is going to be really awkward dinners.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me how awkward and terrible this is. I mean, this is my family's business. This is my home. I just want to know what was your motivation? I mean, really, what brought you to take these extreme measures here?
Frank, do you remember that time where I asked for a discount because I bought 10 books at once and you said no?
Deborah, I remember every ridiculous request for a discount I have ever heard. Of course, I remember that you thought that somehow because you bought a certain number of books that I would go easy on you.
I might have overreacted. Like, I just kind of got caught up in a rage spiral. And I'm willing to do anything to make it up to you. Like, I know it's too late for the bookstore, but you know, have you considered maybe starting a blog, just telling your own stories?
Yeah, well, every bookstore owner's dream is to one day sell that store and start a blog. Maybe I should think bigger, Deborah.
I mean, yes, you know so many things and you have a lot of knowledge and insight to share.
Yeah, no, I've been traveling. I've been to Ohio and here, and I went one time out of state because there was a cheaper gas station for a brief period. So that
Right?
was,
Rich topics to delve into. And I bet you'll get subscribers and you won't lose the house on top of the store.
I was upset, but I think that LiveJournal is going to be lucky to have me.
That's great.
This is the best gym class. Bowling for gym class, that's just the best. Is it your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn. Hey, check out the new ball that I brought from home. You know, I've been playing on that team for like 13 years now. I brought my own ball.
Whoa, that's
Do
kind
you
of
like
cool.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I especially like it because it's like a reddy orange sheen with like sparkles in it. And do you see this right here? Do you see that signature?
Yeah. Who's that?
You know who that is?
No.
Steve Buchanan, best bowler in Canada.
What? Margaret, how'd you get that?
Oh my God, Emily, you'd never believe it. Steve Buchanan was my cousin's aunt's mother's sister's nephew.
I used to record him on the VHS in order to, do the same move that he had. He had the under leg, over leg thing.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've never seen anybody do that before. I mean, I've seen you give it a good try, Margaret.
Yeah. And then you see me just slide down the alley way too far down. Never again, Margaret. Never again.
Never again. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. Listen, Emily. Well, yeah. I just got confused for a moment there, but hey, do you think we're going to be coming here every week for PE? Because I think we could get real good then.
I think we should. At first, I wanted to skip, but let's keep coming. I love seeing the boys' backs, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, especially when they're not very good and, they got to like throw it between the legs and like bend over.
You should give that. It looks really heavy. You should try to give Dave that ball, just to see if he can even carry it.
Dave?
Yeah.
I totally will. Hey, Dave!
Joanne, as mayor of this town, I am sick of these ribbon cuttings.
I certainly hear you, Mayor Smithers. You have done so many ribbon cuttings, I can't even believe it.
I mean, that bookstore is going out of business.
Yes.
And they're going to bring in a freaking Walgreens now.
Yes. Well, you can cut the ribbon there. That'll be nice. Walgreens is nice.
It is. I mean, yeah, it'll give people jobs and it'll bring some traffic into our town,
Exactly.
I'm trying to be positive, but for fuck's sake, our town's name is Bookstown. We're called Bookstown.
Yes. So it doesn't look good that the bookstore is closing. I totally agree, Mayor Smithers. Yes.
Joanne, I don't know. Maybe this whole mayor thing is... I'm just so jaded now and cynical.
Oh, Mayor Smithers, you cannot doubt yourself. You have served this town so well, and then the electorate is counting on you. My goodness, your leadership has brought in many, many things.
Do you really think I'm doing a good job? I mean, all these mom and pop stores are dropping like flies. I feel like it's my fault.
Oh, dear Mayor Smithers, please do not cry. You need to focus on the positive things. I mean, look at here. Everywhere around, the mom and pop shops are closing. This is not unique to our town. So you need to think bigger. And I think Walgreens is definitely bigger.
But you know, I went on the internet and I went on Twitter, and all these Zoomers and millennials are giving me a lot of hate for being a capitalist and not being woke enough. And I just that stuff gets to me, you know?
Yeah, I definitely hear you. And that's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
You know, I love the pharmacy business. I mean, I count pills and I put them in bottles. What a great job!
And you are so good at it, my dear. You are so good at it.
Oh, Carol, honey, your support just means the world to me. You know, you were the one who inspired me. You said, Millicent, aim for something bigger. And here I am.
Here you are, Millicent, because I could see the light inside of you. I could see the wisdom and the love that you had, the passion that you had. I could not help but help to lift you up to what you were meant to do.
I mean, just the other day, someone asked me a question about eye drops, and I went and read the label to them, and then they were like, yeah, that's what I want. Like, this is so within my skill range. And I kind of love knowing what everybody buys from the pharmacy. That is, right?
Oh,
I love coming home and telling you all about it.
it is gold. Do you realize what we could do with that knowledge?
What do you like? Help people more, get better stock? What do you think, honey?
Sure. Yeah. No, I think we could use all of that, and we could probably get a few things done around the house too. I mean, if you know that well, for instance, Frank, if you know that Frank needs a certain medicine, maybe you could just cut him a little deal, and then he could also come over and fix the fridge that's been broken for a while.
I like that. As an independent operator, I can, you know, kind of do what I want with prices. And
oh,
you know,
Millicent.
and the fridge, it's been, it's been
It's
sketchy.
loud.
Like the food
Yep.
poisoning. It's not been good.
Pop up. Can I
Yeah.
can I get a second scoop, please?
Yeah, you can have a second scoop. What is it, your generation? You're obsessed with asking for more. Okay, here you go. Some rum raisin, my favorite.
Pop, tell me the story of all these kinds of ice cream that you invented.
Oh, well, back in the old country, Pop wasn't known as Pop. He was known as Sven, the cowman. And he went to different fields, scooping up spotted beasts, tugging on their udders, and making sure there was milky treats, ice cold, for the town to enjoy.
Everybody loves you, Pop.
Just a second. Pop don't tell you a story without expecting a story in return.
Well, Pop, I said today at Show and Tell that I wanted to make ice cream too.
Wait.
Just like you.
Sorry. Just a second, Susie. You stepping on Pop's territory here?
No, well, Pop, you know I'm
Well,
just
no,
7.
I know you think, oh, because, you know, I grew up on a silver spoon, everything can be handed to me, but it's a very tight labor market, Susie.
Pop, I mean...
Give me the rest of that rum and raisin. I am not giving you a taste of my secret recipe if you're planning on using it to rob me of everything I've built.
I thought maybe I could learn from you, Poppop. Just start by being your helper, of course, Poppop.
Susie, that's how it always begins, but pretty soon you're Iago whispering devil's words into my ear. Now, you know there's a great hostility to mom and pop stores in this town, but mom and pop stores are even more vulnerable.
Okay. 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 I'm sorry.
Welcome to the Sunflower Hut. May I sage you so that you can start speaking?
Please do, yes.
Mm.
Oh, that is so good. Thank you. Oh, I needed that so much. You have no idea. I feel, June, your shop is like an oasis for me. That's what I feel.
I'm going to take that in and process that and let it water my chakras.
Yes.
Mm. So, how may I help you, sister?
Oh, thank you, June. You know, I feel like you're like, like how people go to the hairdresser and as a counseling session kind of thing. I feel like you're that for me. I hope you don't mind. I mean, there's so many problems in our town, and I just need someone to talk to,
I am a licensed therapist on the side, and it'll cost you $300 per hour if you're into that.
Oh, well, thank you, June. I guess I was thinking more along the lines of the hairdresser salon scenario where, they just cut your hair and you get the counseling on the side.
Well, if you can see behind you, there's a wall of rocks and gemstones, and maybe perhaps you can select one of those, and then we can talk about becoming friends.
Oh, okay. Is there one you'd recommend, June?
Tell me your name.
My name is Millicent.
Millicent, you need a love quartz. You need a love quartz. Your love chakra is deficient. I can feel it.
I don't know how you picked that up so easily, so quickly. My goodness. I guess it just reads all over me.
Well, that's not a bad thing. It just means your energy is really strong and you came to the right place. It'll be $500 for that.
Oh, $500 for love? Is that what you're saying? I need to pay 500.
All right, listen. This town, they're killing us mom and pop shops, and I have to rake up the prices. I don't know how else to survive. I'm sorry.
I hear you, June. I hear you.
Hey, Poppop, listen, the pharmacy game I'm worried it's going to go sideways with that Walgreens coming in. I'm thinking, what makes a pharmacy better? Ice cream store on the side.
Oh, you talking like one of those old-fashioned drug and soda fountains? You thinking we play into their nostalgia?
Yeah. I mean, drugs and ice cream? Drugs that lead to ice cream? Who knows?
Don't get me wrong. I see the market potential in this. Have you been talking to my granddaughter, Susie?
I mean, I ran into her just briefly the other day.
Yeah, because I seen you with some of her crayon drawings on the back of your little pill counter.
Ooh.
She's a sweet kid, but what? Wait.
There's a lot of green dollar signs on those drawings. Poppop might be thinking that you're trying to pull a fast one on old Poppop.
Well, I see what you're saying, but why were you behind the pill counter?
I was behind the pill counter looking for bovine steroids. Is that a crime?
Well, it's definitely against policy.
Well, you like thick ice cream, don't you?
I do.
Well, then you need bovine steroids. That's how it works. That's how Poppop does it. It's not a big deal. Now listen. I would be amenable to this arrangement if and only if ice cream is the primary sale. And the fun little after thing you get is a random drug. You can have like a sample from a few different drug scoopers. But ice cream's what we sell mainly.
I feel like I'm gonna lose my license with that arrangement. And isn't it mostly up to the customer?
I have a PhD in creamology that I am at risk of losing.
Oh, all right. Well, we're a small town. There's not a lot of oversight. You know what? Let's try the random drug thing and see where it goes. I mean, if nothing else, it will be very entertaining.
If there's one thing I've learned from being an old man, it's that if you yell at people enough, they will agree to everything you ask for.
Oh, Poppop, I knew you would be a good business partner for so many reasons, but I didn't even think about the yelling.
80-20
I'm not a yeller,
split, last offer.
Okay.
So I just inhale the senses, like all of the scents.
Yeah. This Walgreens, it smells really clean.
It does.
I've
I've never smelled anything so clean.
Yeah. It's like an absence of smells.
Like just emptiness, just like nothing but everything all at once.
I think what we're smelling is a lack of soul in this Walgreens.
Oh,
Our town. Our town is just becoming soulless.
it is.
You and I grew up.
We grew up here together.
I know, and I don't
I know, Mayor Smithers. You've got to pull this place together. We're losing it. We're losing the grip on Bookstown.
But all these folks, they have jobs now. You know, I made that happen. That they're employed and they can feed their kids and go to school. They would have their life.
I see that dilemma. But what about the soul, Mayor Smithers?
I think I made a deal with the devil. I mean, I don't know.
Listen, I think that I could cut you a deal at the other pharmacy. I don't know if it would help, like if you need a little relaxant or something to calm the nerves.
Oh, I mean,
it might make you see the you know, maybe we could all use a little bit.
Maybe then I'll stop caring about souls if I just relax, you know.
Yes. Just accept life as it is, the lack of what's here.
We need to talk.
Joanne, I want to thank you for easing this transition, as Mayor Smithers didn't want to concede victory. I mean, Booktown is over. We are in Drugstown now.
Yes.
And I'm so glad to have become the mayor.
Yes. Mayor Dollars, you are in the right place. Definitely.
I mean, I was inspired by my grandpa, you know, Poppop from the ice cream shop. But the real business were the drugs. Of course, it starts with ice cream, a small addiction. Yet, after, you can make it bigger.
Yes, the drug situation has certainly grown exponentially here in Bookstown, although I
Drugstown, Joanne. Drugstown.
say that it's been renamed. We're having the letterhead changed, Mayor. Mayor Dollars. It's happening as we speak.
Joanne, I can't believe, look at all these new years, all your experience at Bookstown, 30 years. I hope you have another 30 in you for Drugstown.
Thank you so much, Mayor Dollars. I hope so too. I was thinking of retirement, but your energy brought into the town is very exciting to grab onto.
So how big is the lettering? And did you put little dollar signs just like I wanted all over?
Oh yes, we were able to get the gold dollar signs just like you wanted, Mayor Dollars. It looks very sharp. We'll get a photo of you, and we can even do a ribbon cutting.
And what about samples? Are we ready to send the samples to all the citizens?
Yes, the packages are being compiled right now, and gosh, everyone should be addicted in no time.
It just started with ice cream, but loving it.
Yes.
What's your favorite kinds, Joanne? What's your favorite flavor?
Of ice cream?
Or drugs?
Oh, yes. Well, someone said something about cocaine crunch.
All right,
good.
I'll call it there. Great job, evening wear. Everybody come on stage. That's the end of our show. Yeah, give yourselves a big round of applause. What a lovely premiere. Great work, evening wear. Thank you all for performing. Thank you to all our viewers in the chat who have been so active. Just a quick shout out for improvcollege.ca. If you're an improviser, we have some new classes coming up. You can check out Do Scenes Get Notes, where you get 4 teachers to give you 4 different sets of feedback on your scene work with experienced teachers from all across North America. It's a really lovely class. And yeah, improvcollege.ca. You can find us and also on our social media. And if you want to see Evening Wear's next show, it's in 2 weeks, right here on this YouTube channel /Improv College. Feel free to subscribe to get notifications, and we'll have more shows coming your way regularly. So we hope you all have a good night from me, Vinny Francois, your host, Improv College, and the players of Evening Wear. Have a good night, everybody.